Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. I'm Tara. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's Mass Monday and we're going to do some fun stuff with scraps and book page. If you enjoy this video, please hit like and subscribe to the channel so you can spend more time with me and get to know each other better. So like I said, we are going to be using some book page. I have brought along, actually I just opened my drawer. I have a folder next to me that's just full of book pages and they're all different sizes and different stuff. So I've got that and I've got a bag full of scraps, okay? And then I have my glue. I've got my scissors ready to go. I've got my bone folder in case I need it. If you don't have a bone folder, these work perfect. Scissor handles. I have a glue stick and I also have my art glitter glue and some distress inks and fun things to decorate with, you know, that I kind of keep around me here on the desk anyway. So that's what you'll need to join in on our Mass Monday, okay? So I did this one really quick a few seconds ago, and then I did this one, and I haven't distressed it or done anything with it yet, but I was going to show you as an example. I was thinking of using a backdrop of my scrap paper here. And I am just gonna trim off this top and try to do it as evenly as possible. And I kind of like that framed look I'm seeing here with it being a little bit big around the edges, you know? So I'm thinking I might leave that and not trim it up to the edge. So I'm gonna grab my art glitter glue, and as you can see, I have this glued as a pocket, okay? And I'm just gonna take some glue here on my edges. If I can get it to flow, there we go. And I'm just jumping in and showing you what I was thinking. I will do the pockets, of course, with you guys, and you'll see. Super easy. You already know. Most of you probably already know how to make these. There's nothing complicated. I did not recreate the wheel. I'm just thinking of fun ways to use my book page and fun ways to use my scraps. So, okay, now I could have put it on this side as well. It's pretty. I could have done a pocket sideways and had the print, but this will probably more than likely be a glue-in type pocket, and I will probably glue it from the side here, and then I'll be decorating this top part. It could also be a floating pocket where you could put an index card on the back here, or you could put some paper to write on, and then you could use this as a floating pocket and just have it clipped into your journal. So yeah, either way, it could be a floating pocket slash journal card. Okay, so yeah, fun stuff. And it's just kind of a fun way to use, simple way. And all I did with this right here, I had a piece of my leftover wallpaper that Vanessa gave me in my Happy Mail. I cut it into pieces and I just glued a strip of it here on the side and just happened to have this dark blue background. So it'll look kind of cute once I decorate it. So there's number one, okay? So what I did to show you, I used two of the same pieces of paper. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Shakespeare book. This isn't a vintage book, it's just Shakespeare, and I love using Shakespeare pages. And all I was doing was just putting down some glue, okay? And I'm not even going all the way to the edge because that's why I'm not using a glue page, because I just don't feel like I need to with this. And I can trim it to whatever size I want it once I get these papers together. And if you're using a super small page, you might want to go to the edge and have as much of it as possible. This is kind of big, so I'm not worried. So what I'm doing is, I've got this facing upwards toward me. On this side, all I'm going to do is choose the side I want, and I'm going to flip it upside down, okay? And you'll see why in a second. Because then, for one thing, it reinforces it to have the two pages, okay? But the other reason I'm doing it is because once I turn this right side up, when I flip this up to be my pocket, it's right side up. So I didn't have to worry. On this one, the reason that I did it so short and didn't leave anything up on the top is because I didn't do that. I put them on the same direction, and when I folded it up, the top part was upside down. So doing it this way saves you from that, okay? So all I'm gonna do is trim my edges, and I'm not worried about, like, I'm not really worried about whether I have the whole play in there, the scene or anything. I'm just kind of going around where I know I glued kind of messy and I didn't really follow any, because up here at the top you'll see it's not stuck together, but if I bring it down some, it is stuck together. Okay. Okay. All right. And now I could use this if I wanted to just by itself. And this is newer paper too. It's not a vintage book, like I said, so the paper itself is stronger a little bit. It's kind of a porous paper. I guess it's not that strong. But it is stronger than a regular old vintage book would be. So if you used a book with a firmer paper, you could get away with not having to put it against a backdrop of scrapbook paper or scrap paper, which I'm going to do anyway, just because I think it's kind of fun to have a backdrop for it. Okay. And if you want, you could use that extra. I might do that on one of them to show you guys. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll use another one of these that's bigger and show you. And I'm just digging into my bag over here. I've got all this lovely scrapbook paper left over from projects gone by. And I am just gonna frame this. That is totally cut crooked. Follow the lines. It's like a really bad cutting job. I could probably get 2 out of this. Now, because this is, I'm gonna measure this over here. It's a little, yeah, it's a little bit wide for a page in one of my journals. So I'm going to cut this down just slightly on both sides so that I make sure that it'll fit on a journal page, because my journal pages are usually about 5.5. I'm going to bring it just slightly more, especially where I see that it's actually pretty crooked. Okay. All right. And I do want to make sure this is distressed before I even lay it down. I don't want to have to mess with that after the fact. And you can do your distress. I mean, anybody who's new to junk journaling, just a thought, you can make your distress ink or your distress oxide any color, you know, that you want it to be around your edges. You don't have to stick with vintage brown, or I'm using the ground espresso right now, but yeah, you can use any color you want. Make it your own. I say that because when I first started, I would see everyone using vintage photo and or, you know, walnut stain or whatever, and I kind of got stuck in that place where I was using, that was all I was using. And then after I got going, after a while, I was like, oh wait, I could be using any color I want to distress the edges. I don't have to distress it in brown. And once I did start doing that, it was like, oh yeah, I've just been following suit. And so I only mention that to all of you newbies, if there's any newbies out there, because, you know, you don't have to follow suit. You can do whatever you want. Not because I'm giving you permission, but I'm just stating a fact, because I didn't think of it when I first started, and you're probably smarter than me and you've already thought of it, but anyway, you get my point. Let me see what's on that side. It's pretty, but I'm gonna do the words. I just like it. So there's that one. Now, what I was gonna do real quick is I'm gonna kind of do a policy / coin envelope fold so that you guys, just in case, again, I have anyone new who's not seen, I don't like the way this one's torn. This one's better. Okay, so I'm going to use my glue again, and oops, I'm going to have to be switching to a new glue stick. It's my last one that I'm going to be pulling out too. Got to order more glue stick, more glue, art glitter glue, and more matte photo paper. That's my list I'm needing of my stuff. I haven't ordered anything fun in a very long time. As you know, I'm on a budget. So I only order what I absolutely am out of right now. Okay, so I'm going to go upside down again. Oops. And come on now. Don't do that. Oh, well, it's okay. You guys will see and get the point. Okay, so what I was going to say was I'm going to go ahead and let's see, which side do I want to use? It doesn't matter. They're both 12th night. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off this top part. And then, so if you don't want your pocket, the reason I'm doing this is because right now it's glued here and it's glued here. So you're kind of limited on your pocket space on the inside because you've got the glued down portion, okay? So I'm just gonna do the fold that we do for policy envelopes or coin envelopes that give us a little more room. I'm not cutting very straight. All right, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to fold that up, and instead of cutting these edges off, I am going to utilize them for a second here. Okay. They'll still get cut off, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Okay, so when we fold this up now, it's going to have some gap because I'm going to leave these parts. Okay, I am going to trim this jagged edge off. Okay, and then this top part is going to come off. So it's just going to be on that curve there. You're going to, oops. There we go. So we're going to cut that part down where it's folded. Okay? I'll probably have to bring it in a tiny bit right there. And this is a little bit more of a hassle. However, if you want to have that space that we're going to have here in a second, it'll make sense to you in just a minute. And you're going to also fold up the bottom, of course. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and trim. I'm cutting this off because it's not necessary. Okay. If you fold your paper too, by the way, when you unfold it back out, you have the line to follow and it doesn't get as messed up, if you know what I'm saying. Because when you try to cut on a fold, like right here, I've got this spot here that's kind of folded upwards. You can kind of alleviate that if you cut your paper right. Well, I am really cutting crooked today. Sorry, guys. I think I'm kind of in a hurry in my mind. I'm rushing and I need to just slow down and enjoy myself. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and miter this corner. Okay, so we're gonna trim here and here. Get rid of that. There. There. Okay. Now when we glue it down, oh wait, you know what? I don't need that bottom part. There we go. I'll do it like that. Like that. Okay. I was thinking I was gonna fold it up and I'm like, wait, I don't need it. Yes, you do. But you just need it to fold up over these edges. Okay. My brain is kind of not thinking clearly here. And I think I cut off too much of my top part. Yeah, I did. Let's see. How bad is this? It's actually not bad at all. I just wanted to show you guys that you could do this I just didn't need to cut the top part off of my pocket, and I don't think I technically need it to be folded. Yeah, I didn't need this part here. If I cut this off and I did need it, I'll be mad. I'm kidding. I didn't need it. So anyway, okay. So I should have just left my top portion though, so I'd have had a little bit more overlap at the top, but it's all right. You get the point though. We have our pocket that actually will now open all the way from corner to corner. Okay, that was what I was trying to get at. So I'm not really worried about the height. I'll just glue it down to a pretty piece of scrapbook or scrap paper and we'll be good. Let's see, let's pick one. Let's pick a piece. And because I cut it down, I can use a smaller piece. Right? Yeah. I could do this guy. I like him, he's cool. And we can use, oh, I can use my new, thanks to Miss Lori, I can use my new, oh, you guys haven't seen the video yet. I got a Happy Mail. And the video for it is this coming Thursday from Lori, my friend and our family member. And she gave me this amazing blue that I love so much. Lori, love it so much. Oh my gosh, this is like my favorite color blue of all time. This is the one color that makes my eyes literally go insane. I used to wear it in eyeshadow. Yeah. It's just so beautiful. It's Uncharted Mariner. So that you know. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. And I'm going to trim this edge. This is one of my pieces. It was from Janie B. Journals, one of her kits that I have that is more like, I used it a lot in my daughter's journal that was kind of grungy and more steampunkish looking. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that blue going around that edge. Oh, so pretty. Now this one's bent in half, this piece of scrap, so once you can't really see it, it's just there, but once I glue this down, it should be fine. Let's see which side will look better. I think I like this side on the top better. Okay. Now you could put glue on the entire book, or you could leave it open as another pocket, so it could be a double pocket. Totally creative's choice. I'm going to leave mine to be a pocket. There we go. So yeah, these are fun, and it's a fun way to use up your book page and your scraps, and you know, just make some cool, unique looking little pockets. So I think I've shown you enough that we can just kind of chit chat now. Gosh, you guys, what a week. So, okay. I mentioned it in tomorrow's Something Challenge video, but Joey, my son, Joey, he called me on Tuesday of this week. And, okay, I'll back up, wait. Okay, Monday, Courtney worked a 14-hour day, and he did not get home from work until like 8 o'clock at night. So we ate dinner at, you know, around 8:30 and went to bed at 9, and it was a horribly, horribly long day. And we, neither one got, of course, a full night's sleep. I got like 4 hours, you know, because I had to get up and get him ready, and he got maybe an extra hour than me. And then I was laying back down on Tuesday morning because I just felt sick, and I had just dozed and napped for about maybe 30 minutes or so. And the phone rings, and it's Joey, okay? And so, a long story that I'm not going to go into all the details, but he needed to come and stay with us for a day or two while he finds a new place to live, okay? I don't want to go into all the details. He didn't do anything bad or anything, but he didn't get back on time at the place he was staying. They had an 8 o'clock curfew. Joey went out and he was helping someone that he had known from before, who he loves very much, on the streets, and he didn't get back in time, and they made him leave. Okay, so he felt like it was really God ordained, and he, you know, felt really good about it because he had helped his friend, and it's the girl he loves. Her name is Stephanie, and so I was not going to condemn my son about this because I know how he feels about her. And so I called Courtney, and he gave his permission for Joey to come spend the night, you know, or stay for a day or two until he could get on his own and everything. Well, my son, I'm so proud of him. He got right on the ball. We went to a new place that they don't house them. You know, he was incarcerated. For those of you who don't know, my son was incarcerated, and he is now free, and praise God. And the Lord had really blessed him while he was in there. He wrote a book. He wrote more than one book, actually. He was only in there for 2 years. So he's very gifted, very anointed young man. And so God really used that time to help Joey to grow up, and he is just turned into a really awesome young man. And so I took him to this place, and they do classes every day, and they give them breakfast and lunch, and then they also pay for their housing during the time they're in the program. The program's 90 days, and it's to it's a service, a community service that they give here in town that is for ex-incarcerated folks that need to be programmed back into society and gotten jobs and helped with, you know, careers and all that. Now, Joey finished school while he was in prison. The other thing he did was he finished his schooling for HVAC. So he is certified all the way. He's got all the certifications for doing HVAC. But he went ahead and he signed up for this program, and they said, okay, we'll get started on processing you and seeing if you're approved. You should hear from us by Friday. Okay, this was Tuesday, so we're kind of like, oh gosh, you know, it's a long time. And Courtney and I live in a very small place, and it's very far from Phoenix, and it's really not the best. It's not conducive for Joey to get help up from way out here in the sticks, and it's also really hard for us to change our entire pattern of living because we live in a small place. It's not like we have an extra room and he could be in there and not, you know, he's out in the living room. And it's just, you know, it was really hard. And he totally understood and didn't want to, you know, burden us at all. And so he was literally on the ball, and he found a new home. They did approve him that very day. They had said it might be up to 3 days. They approved him that day, which, praise God, was amazing. And I'm doing this blue again just because I love it so much. And yeah, so he got everything. I didn't put enough glue on this, did I? I didn't think so. He got approved that day. So then he was on the phone calling the places they'd given him. They'd given him a list of like 6 pages of apartments, or not apartments, but houses that have rooms for the men and women to get, you know, to stay at. And he found a really nice place that was down in Phoenix. So these folks at the company that or the facility he signed up with, they pay for the housing. They will go pick him up for his classes and take him back home. He can have a job. He has a 10 o'clock curfew with the house he's living in. It's an elderly Christian gentleman. He has 3 other young men who are living there. Joey's so happy. He is so happy. So the Lord really blessed. But in the process of all this, Mama was not getting any sleep because neither was Stepdad. Okay, neither was Corey, because our cats were so afraid because somebody was strange in the house. So we were having to deal with that. It was just hysterical. But anyway, it lasted for a total of like little over 24 hours, but you know, in the process I got no sleep. But I'm caught up now, praise God. It's Friday. I'm caught up now. So that's the scoop with Joey. He's settled in a new home. He's going to be taking more classes, and he's going to get a part-time job, and I'm super excited for him. He's very happy there. He texted me and said, Mama, this place is awesome. This man is really nice. it's just wonderful here. So it was so good. I'm just grabbing a scrap. It was so good to hear my son, you know, be so happy about his choice, because everybody was like, you're crazy, you got yourself kicked out of the other place and blah blah blah. And he's like, yeah, but I helped the woman I love, and I got my answer, because he had really wanted to help her get into a facility, and you know, she's homeless. He was out there with her on the streets back when he was homeless. That was who he was with. And you know, he tried to talk to her about getting clean. He had set everything up for her to go to a facility. He actually, I mean, he had done a lot of legwork from where he was, and she ended up, it was very sad, but at least for now, she ended up refusing his hand. He stayed with her, and he said, you know, Mom, I got my answer, and I thought that I would be, you know, really grieved by her answer, but I gotta say that I just felt peace. So, you know what, for him to have peace about something that he was so scared of and so freaked out about, thinking that if he lost her for good, he, you know, but no, he wasn't. I'm really proud of him. He was like, Mom, I feel peace. I just do. I feel like God gave me my answer. And so, you know, like I said, he immediately got on the ball and got him another spot to stay. And this place is actually, I think it's going to be better, because he can work and save some money and get himself ready to truly be on his own. Because he couldn't have a job at the other place. He had to stay there 6 days a week and only leave for 12 hours on the weekends, which is fine. I mean, that's the way they do it, and that's fine. But it was kind of limiting for anybody, you know, who knew that they needed to get stuff started. It was a great place, but yeah, he said it was just best for me to go. And so, yeah, he's super happy now, and I'm really happy for him. So that's my Joey story. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, tomorrow I'm going to go to the store and pick up the last of the supplies for the backpack for the homeless. I had taken a backpack last Saturday. I don't know if I told you guys. I don't think I did. I went to that meeting. And so our ministry is going to be called Servant's Heart Ministry. Isn't that awesome? And there were 88 volunteers. And the two women running it were laughing, because she was like, I couldn't believe it, but we can't use all of you at once. We're going to have to rotate you, because we're only allowed to bring in up to 20 people. And that standard and number was set by the city. So it's not that our church is saying only 20 homeless folks can come in, but it was the city of Casa Grande. They're the ones who have laid down that rule. It's up to 20 people. And we're hoping that eventually they'll extend that, you know, to more people. But anyway, so they're trying to get a church per night, every month, like every night of the month, to have a church volunteer to take in up to 20 homeless folks and feed them, give them new clothes, give them a shower, cut their hair if they need it, counsel them, do Bible study with them if they want, feed them dinner, breakfast, and give them a lunch to take with them, and a backpack full of goodies. So yeah, I took one of the backpacks, and I'm almost done filling that. This is a cute one. I like that. And so yeah, I'm super excited. Next, let's see, is it Thursday? And no, it says coming Tuesday and Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, I volunteered to help cook. So Wednesday morning, and also to serve the meal, I'm going to go over to the lady's house that I'm going to be helping, and we're going to make breakfast burritos, and then we're going to take them to the church and serve them. So that'll be awesome. I can't wait. I'm so excited to do that. I was looking here. I forgot about this book. I've got all these coin pages. Let's see. I don't know if I have. What's this? Huh. At least, no, it's smaller. Let me look. I'm seeing if I've got another coin page in here. I don't know that I do. I don't think I did have more of those than that. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab these big dictionary pages. I can do probably 2 out of this one. Okay. So yeah, so I'm so excited. Saturday, tomorrow, I'm gonna go buy the rest of the stuff for the backpack. I only need a couple more things. And then Sunday, we drop off the backpacks at the church, of course. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. At church, Cordy and I have decided to go to, I think I may have mentioned it last week, we're going to go to the new members meeting. So if all turns out well, we're going to join Crossroads, and we're so excited about that. So we're going to go to the meeting after the 11 o'clock service, and then they're going to feed us lunch after Pastor talks to us and tells us all about, you know, what's what with the church, and you know, their beliefs and what being a member means with them. And I know a lot of people have a thing about being a member of a church. I honestly don't have a thing about that, so just so you know. No, I really don't. I've been the member of churches before. It was never anything, it was never anything bad for me. Okay, so I know some people don't like it, but I don't mind. So anyway, there we go. Okay. And I don't know if everybody out there watches Miss Tina, but it's Friday today, and she has not posted a video since Monday, when she put out the video talking about the update on what's going on with her ex-husband. And so I mentioned it again this week in the videos. I just wanted to say today, because it's Monday and it's more current for me, that I've given a gift to Miss Tina, and I'm sure that many of you have as well. But she is really in need of our support right now as her friends and her viewers. If you are a friend and viewer of Tina, really think about, she's got so many different ways that we can help her. She's really struggling financially, and she put it out there for everybody to know, because she's, you know, she considers us her friends, her acquaintances, and she knows we care about her. And she wasn't able to put out a Tuesday video for her mask make because she had to go to court. And it's, you know, you can go onto Shabby Dabby Doodah and watch her channel, or watch her video from this past Monday, and see what she talks about. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna talk about the details of everything, because if anybody watches her, they already know everything she's gone through since her divorce and stuff. But it's just gotten worse and worse for her. And so I want to encourage anyone out there who cares about her and loves her, please, you know, she's got to buy me a she's got to buy me a hot chocolate. Actually, it's on Buy Me a Coffee, but it says hot chocolate on hers, because she doesn't drink coffee. But you know, you can go to her Etsy shop at Shabby Dabby Doodah. You can go to shabbydabbyDoodah.co.uk or .uk.com. Is it co? How's it? Shabby Dabby Doodah.uk.co, I think, or com. And it's her shop, and you can buy stuff from her shop, or you can go to her Etsy and buy things from her there, or you can donate through Buy Me a Coffee and really help her out, because for her to come out and explain her situation, and for her to say, I'm, you know, this is what's going on, I'm really hurting, you know, you'll see if you go watch her video. I encourage you to go watch her video, and you'll see. Let her speak to your heart. You know, she's a precious woman, and she's done a lot for all of us. She's always very encouraging and has kept so many of us company, and so often made us laugh, been a bright spot in our day. She's a precious woman, and she doesn't deserve what she's going through. So yeah, I'm getting all teary-eyed because I love her, and I feel really bad at what's happening. And I just really encourage everyone to go on there somewhere and help her, even if it's with a DigiKit. You know, just somehow reach out and let Tina know we love her. Okay? So that's all I'll say. Let's see, we got more of this paper, and I'm thinking I might use the gold this time. I like this. It's kind of bright, but I like it at the same time. You know, me with gold. I'm gonna pause just for a second. Okay guys, I'm back. Alright, so I changed my mind and I pulled out a few other pieces. These are all doubles that have another side. And I'm just gonna choose to use one of these. I've already done that other blue, but this is more, as you can see, it's more of a smoky, kind of almost grayish blue, I want to say. So I think I might go ahead and use this side. Let's see if I can get this little curve cut off here without ruining it. Okay, I can make this a little bit shorter. Crooked, crooked, crooked. I have a crooked hand today, or a crooked eyeball or something. There we go. It's a little better. All right, now I, of course, I'm checking the size over here. It's too big. Thought so. I have, I love my corners done, as you guys know, so I'm believing this is going to be, yeah, that's better. Other than this side, there's still, there, crooked. There we go. And where's my corner thing? Yeah, I'm gonna, I actually think I might just do the top, and then I'm gonna do the top on this, and then that way it matches, and I'll leave the bottom squared. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna do it. You don't have to do it the same way as me. Yes, I jumped into a little bit of a cockney there. Okay. Alright. So what was I talking about before? I was talking about doing the homeless ministry at my church. What else? I was talking about Joey. I already filled you in on Jojo. He said to tell all of you hello, by the way. He really thought you guys were very sweet the day he joined our live video. He was like, Mom, you have some really nice friends. They're very nice ladies. And he's just glad that you guys love his mommy, because he loves his mommy a lot. I have got a dry spot in here that's blocking my, there we go. Now I have too much glue, of course. I'm doing this one on as a side open pocket. I'll show you in a sec. I don't know if you noticed what I was doing. Put it on there crooked. There. So now they'll have, I probably should have distressed, I forgot. Oh well, we'll figure that out when we come to it, I guess. This one's got a little side pocket here instead of the upper pocket. And the reason I did that is because it's so tall. I was thinking it would make a nice, you know, side. So I'm gonna let that dry before I mess with it and choose another paper. I like this green, it's very pretty. So let's use it, shall we? It's an interesting green. And there would have been a time in my life when I'd have been like, I don't like that. Doing junk journaling kind of changed my viewpoint on colors and stuff. It really did. I realized once I got started with junk journaling that I had a very limited perspective about colors, as far as like what I thought I liked and what I didn't like. Yeah, that kind of changed as the more and more I have worked with, you know, this genre of art, I guess. Yep, I've gotten, I don't know that I want this one to go up as high. I kind of really like this pattern in this green. It's got like, I don't know if you can see, it's got like flowers. Yeah. So I'm thinking I might shorten this a bit. And yeah, so I have a little more of this showing. Okay. Is there anybody else out there who felt that way? Like you feel like since you started doing junk journaling, you changed in opinions about some things? Like maybe not just color, maybe there was other things, you know, mediums that you didn't think you liked, that you found out you did like. You know what I mean? I think that junk journaling has a way of kind of doing that to you, you know. It broadens your horizons about a lot of different mediums and stuff that you wouldn't have maybe used before. At least it did me. Okay. All right. And this one I'm going to do upper as an upper pocket. Trying to think of what else is going on this week, or that's coming for this coming week. Let's see, I talked about pretty much everything. I'm not a very exciting person. Oh, I did forget to tell you one thing. They did sell my house, the home. So we have new landlords. I don't know what's going to happen yet. Completely, I know they're renting out the apartment next door, the part right next door, right away. He said they're going to rent it, which in my estimation, he's going to rent it for I think he said $1,500, which is absolutely ludicrous. It's completely not worth that at all. I mean, it's criminal. He said it's like, I think he said $1,595 or something. Okay, this place has, I'm sorry, but inside the garage, there's like, I've told you guys, there's like a hole under the ground where the house used to have a shelter or something, and it's all collapsed under there. There's literally an open sewer in the back in the garage. The house itself is, the shower's falling. I mean, they're going to have to come in there and do some mighty fast work if he's renting it out right away. For that price. I can't see anybody wanting to pay that price for this place. It's crazy. So I have no idea what he's going to do with us. He claims nothing's changing yet till he does some investigation on, you know, what the rent should be for this place, you know. And I'm just like, so just be praying for us, please, because we are trusting the Lord completely, 100%, to either help us to still exist here or find another home, you know. And we really don't know what the Lord's gonna do, but he has to do something, because we can do nothing, you know. We have no options here, you know. So yeah, so there's that news. We're just praying for favor with these folks. You know, we've been, you know, solid tenants for over 3 years, and we've not once been late with our rent. We've taken very good care of the place. It looks better with us here than it did before we got here. You know, so we're praying that those things, in God's economy, those things count. You know what I'm saying? In man's economy, those things don't count. But in God's economy, they do. And the Lord knows that we've been very good about everything here in this place. And so we're praying for his favor with these folks, and that if he has another place for us, that he'll show us. Because as you know, we're willing to move on if that's his plan for us. Cordy doesn't want to move right now. He doesn't want to go through the moving process right now. So he's believing the Lord for just that the man will leave our rent alone for this season, you know, for the duration. I don't know what's going to happen with it. He already told me basically that he was going to be researching the market value of, because we're paying under the market value, and so you know, he's going to do what he's going to do. So all we can rely upon, and it's the best thing we can rely upon, is the favor of our God. And like I said, in the economy of man, of course, he's going to raise it, and it's going to be astronomical, and it's going to be horrible, and blah, blah, blah. You know, that's the automatic response I think we have as human beings. But in God's economy, which is the one that as believers in Christ we should base our belief on, it's not going to be as bad as we think. So, okay, let's see here. I am going to decorate. I am going to decorate. What am I going to decorate? I have these, I got these stickers at the dollar store. I'm sure all of you have seen their fun little puff stickers, but these were balloons and they're so cute. And I already went in and, like, I think I did them on all of them. Maybe not this one. I don't know. But anyway, I was thinking that one of these would look really, really cute on here somewhere. So I'm not sure which one, and I'm not sure about the stickiness on these. I think they're pretty sticky, if I remember. Let's see. No, maybe not. I'm going to glue them. I'm going to add some glue here. And I think I'm going to put it on this little, well, wait, let's see. This one's got the blue. Let's do it here. Just kind of wipe up. I probably should have put it at the top, huh? Did I already mess it up? Probably. Knowing me, you know what? I'm not worried about it. I'm sure you guys are used to seeing me just pull something up. I'm like, oh, never mind, I don't want it there. I'm going to put it somewhere else. Well, because after I did it, I realized I'll probably put like a paper doll on here or something. So I'm thinking that that might not be the best spot for this. I'm actually contemplating, I think I'm going to put them right here. Even though this is a pocket, I just kind of like it up there. I think it looks better. Let's hold it down. It is art glitter glue. It should dry pretty quick. Okay. All right. There. So we have our little balloon. Yay. I just think those are so cute. I love them so much. Let's see. What do I have? I have the paper dolls, and then I also have these, all these adorable little, you know, fussy cut ladies and stuff. They're kind of tall for this. That one's too pinky. Yeah, these are all a little tall, I think. Oh, here's a little shorter one. Let me see. Nope. 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 I'm just digging in here, you guys, real quick to see if I can see something that I think would look good. These look good, but I'm not. Not quite the color scheme I want. She's cute. If I tore her down some, let's see. The balloon's making me feel kind of this era, like the bicycle and the outdoorsy look, and her, you know, kind of, I don't know, just that type of era. And I've got the blue here. So we'll bring some of the blue onto the edges, which will bring her more into the picture. Make her match, is what I'm saying. Okay, and then I'll probably take my little brush. Now I'm going to use a different one. And just kind of darken this up slightly so it's not quite so bright white. Okay. Tone it down just a little. So there's that. She's riding her bike outside, and there's the gorgeous, beautiful balloon up in the air. And if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. That's nice. There is no elevator to success. No, that's not a good one because she wouldn't have an elevator. Ah, beautiful day. Beautiful day. Oh, and this blue looks gorgeous on this paper color. The lighter greenish blue. So pretty. And where is my gold, of course? You didn't think you'd get away with me not using my gold, did you? Anyone here who knows me is not surprised that I pulled this out. She needs a little framing, a little highlight. Okay. And I even think I'm going to go around the edge of the card. Paint it just a little. There. Yeah, I'm not in my mass makes. I'm probably not making as much stuff as I usually do, and there's a reason. I don't have any room for I have so much ephemera that kind of running out. I think I like this too for her, just because it says bold, showing an ability to take risks, confident and courageous. She just seems like she might be a courageous little girl. Yeah, anyway, I don't have a lot of room left for more ephemera. I need to sit down and seriously like do some craft with me, hangout videos, and just decorate this stuff because it's insane how much stuff I have now. Yeah, anyway. It's been a year, you guys. Okay, it's what is it, June 20. Monday will be the 24th. Is that right? Or is it, no, wait, today's the 23rd. Tomorrow's 24th, 25th, 26th, 26th. Okay, so it's the 26th of June. In 2 days, I will have been doing these crafting videos for 1 year on the 28th. I started the channel on May 28th, but I only did flip throughs, and I only had 2 subscribers, as I've told you guys this story before. You know, when I hear it again. So yeah, so now we are to the year mark. Praise God. And yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. I'm just looking here really quick. You know what? I'm going to have to grab my... I think I want to do a flower or something on here, possibly. Let's see. I don't know what that's at there. Let's see. I've used all my dark blue flowers, I think. They're all gone, if I'm not mistaken. So this one is flipping up all over the place. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it to settle it down some. You'll see what I mean in a sec once I get it down there. Let's see, where do we want this? I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put this here, I think. And then I think I'm going to add a little bit of, I wanted some, okay, maybe this is it. Yeah. I was going to say I wanted some cheesecloth, I think. I'm not sure. Let's look. Let's have a gander. Let's see what we think of that behind there. Might be fine. And then, yeah, I like. All right, so before I lose this flower completely, I'm tucking it back into its little hole. Put some hot glue on it. Okay. And then stick this on here. Come on, not right there. There we go. I'm just kind of turning the flower petals before it completely dries, because that way. Now, to make these stay down a little bit better, because they're sticking up in an obnoxious way. There we, oh, it's not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit here and stick those down, that first one. And then just a little touch of glue, just enough to hold the petal down some, so that it's not just sticking straight up in the air. Okay. And then this piece I'm going to go ahead and put on. Right. And I'm going to put that underneath, kind of let it overlap a little bit on, oh darn it, you know what I did? Forgot my gold. Got to make it match. There's gold on the other one, so I got to put it on this one too. Okay. All right. Back to business. Art glitter glue dries so fast, especially when it's this tiny amount. All right. Now, there we go. Bold. Beautiful day. And so there we go. There is my pocket. And this can be glued into your junk journal as a pocket as well. You could do it at the top, of course, or the sides, whatever you want. You could even do the bottom if you want. We've got a pocket here. We got a pocket up here. And it's adorable. I think. I hope you like it. I hope you feel inspired and that you get busy and play with your scraps and book pages today. I love you guys. God bless you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and let other people see it easier. And then also, if you really liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a part of the family. God bless you guys. I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.